Hope and a chance to look at a positive reform. President Obama is calling for concrete policy reforms following the aftermath of Baltimore last week and the funeral of Freddie Gray. President Obama has initiated a series of policy reforms in light of what he calls the slow-rolling crisis that's taking place in Baltimore, putting the spotlight on jobs, education, accountable police, and video surveillance. Margaret, this is really looking at the criminal justice as a whole. Currently, there is a high number of African Americans who are being convicted of crimes, the misdemeanors and felonies for low-level crimes, which means they're being thrown into jail, they're coming out with records, and they're unable to get jobs due to the fact that they have a record now.
I'm with you, Madison. I think that the U.S. is leading the world when it comes to incarcerations. The prison problem here is very troubling to me personally. I know it is to you. I think that this industrial complex, it's more than just a low-level problem. It's a major problem. We built up this industry, the prison industry, and it is booming here. We have 4.4% of the world's population, 22% of the world's prison population. We love to put people in jails and prisons here, and I'm with you. I think something needs to be done about it.
Well, we also have to look at the accountability of police officers. Now we have these video surveillance technology is capturing all of this, but can't be all of the police officers are doing bad. Perhaps it is just a few bad apples that need to be picked out. But also we have to look at and what are these accountability? Recently, it's the systematic core of discrimination, but 3 of these officers who are being charged with manslaughter were African Americans. So is this really a discrimination, or is this really the officers not having a fair trial, not allowing these people to taking a law in their own hands to an extreme level?
I think the problem is not the cops. The problem is the policy. We're seeing this. We saw it in Ferguson. We're seeing it in Baltimore. We saw it in Selma decades ago. Cops are given too much freedom to beat and maim innocent people. And until that policy changes where people's lives matter and their rights matter, we're not going to see an across-the-board change, which is what we need. The problem isn't the cop, it's the policy. I stand by that.
Yeah, and also we just have to look at the job force in education. A lot of people are on welfare due to the fact that manufacturing jobs are no longer in the city, and they're not able to rise out of poverty. And where there's poverty, there's dysfunctionality, and this is also a problem that we have to look into as well.
They've been over-criminalized. You're absolutely right. They get that felony charge or they get a misdemeanor charge, and suddenly they have to report it to a boss. They can't find work. Our economy is bad enough as it is. I don't know why we need to make felons out of everyone. But I'm with you on that. We need to do something about this.
We'd like to hear your comments below about the current criminal justice system and what's going on with the reform policies in Baltimore. Please leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.